Let's begin with a CNN News 18 mega exclusive. We are now learning that Pakistan is all set to bid rare earth mineral sites very, very soon. The mineral wealth in Pakistan really is, in fact, more in the restive Balochistan and in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area, from where there has been an internal rift that Pakistan is battling. But Pakistan right now is trying to eye investments from both United States, also China and Saudi Arabia. United States, China, Saudi Arabia and other nations have in fact shown interest in Pakistan's minerals, and as per top officials, Pakistan will be accommodating all the top bidders as well. We're also learning that the mineral site will be made single federal entity from the provincial lands for smoother bidding and felicitation of foreign investors. Also, more details emerging. As per top officials, a constitutional amendment is required to make mineral sites as federal subject. Remember, so far the mineral sites are not a federal subject, and that's why a legislation is now under consideration. Top security sources are also suggesting that China will be exploring mines and minerals in Gilgit-Baltistan. Also, Pakistan will be allocating Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa mineral sites to United States and Saudi Arabia. So that distinction has already been made. And this will happen in the first place that we are learning of. So this is the latest that we are picking up. The most crucial aspect is the mineral sites in Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. This entire area is of much trouble to Pakistan, but an allocation that has been given to, and at least has been decided for, US and Saudi Arabia. For more details on this, let me bring my colleague Akanksha Swaroop in on this. Akanksha, first of all, making the mineral sites a single federal entity by Pakistan, the fact that that will require a special legislation, and they are already trying to allocate things between China and the US and Saudi Arabia. How does this play out?
Absolutely. In fact, inputs shared with our Security Affairs Editor, Mr. Manoj Gupta, some officials have confirmed to Mr. Gupta that Pakistan is currently in talks with consortiums, not just the United States, China, Saudi Arabia, but even the UK and Turkey. Griha, important to also keep in mind that Pakistan is a vast hub to rare earth minerals worth $3 trillion, up to $5 trillion, and that's massive, and Pakistan will not have this compromised at any cost, which is why they have almost finalized talks when it comes to the United States, even China to a great extent, and Saudi Arabia. Now, as you rightly highlighted, what we are learning is that this, as far as minerals are concerned, so far they have been a provincial matter, but bidding and security clearance issues will now be only taken forward when an amendment is officially brought in, when these mineral sites will be made a federal subject. As we all know that the country under the aegis of the Pakistan Army Chief Asim Munir, and as far as the Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif are concerned, they will ensure that this amendment is brought in the next few months. But what we are seeing also being told is that the bidding process should begin in the next 6 to 8 months. But as you also highlighted, as far as the allocation of these mineral sites are concerned, the United States will be in fact allocated Balochistan, even Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. As far as China is concerned, we are being told that China will be allowed to harness Gilgit-Baltistan areas. These are all critically rich in minerals, and as we all know, Pakistan now trying to strike that balance between the United States and keeping in mind China's own geostrategic interests as well. As far as minerals are concerned, we know that the United States will also be going forward with that. If you were to put the two and two together, that also perhaps shows why the US State Department has particularly taken interest in the designation of the BLA as a terror organization, because they are now eyeing the Balochistan province, and Pakistan looking towards selling out its own mineral sites, which completely are untapped as of now. And the official has also shared that China will be allowed to explore mines and mineral regions in the Gilgit-Baltistan region as far as northern Balochistan is concerned and the southern Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. We all know that United States and Saudi Arabia both will be involved in this. In fact, Saudi Arabia will be finalized on Renodik copper gold mines. So Pakistan now eyeing to federalize these critical mineral sites, and that's when they will give a go-ahead to countries primarily like China, the United States and Saudi Arabia, but they are also exploring these options with various consortiums that also include the United Kingdom and even Turkey.
Right. Also, Akanksha, the fact that you've mentioned about the allocation that's been planned, particularly vis-a-vis China and United States, the fact that China, so far Pakistan is managing to keep China at bay from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but when we take a look at CPEC, it's already in place in these areas which are borderlining Balochistan. So how has this demarcation really taken place? And also this hobnobbing that we see of the military head there, Asim Munir, who was just in Washington. Can we draw parallels with this announcement and his visit?
Right. This is something that has been a cause of concern for China primarily ever since, in fact, the US President Donald Trump made that announcement that they will be jointly exploring oil reserves as well with Pakistan and gave them a pacified tariff rate of 19%. So China, of course, has been concerned about its own geostrategic interests, primarily the CPEC. We know that there have been attacks as far as Chinese officials are concerned, those who were involved with the CPEC. So will there be an increased security, tighter security coming in? That is something that we'll have to see. But Pakistan trying to play very smart over here by creating a division where Gilgit-Baltistan will be allocated to China as far as they're exploring their own mineral reserves are concerned. And as far as Balochistan is concerned, or Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, that will be allocated to the United States. What's interesting is that now with the US eyeing the Balochistan province, what happens to the BLA, what happens to the kind of insurgency that was involved over there, because just hours ago the US State Department has come out with a release where it has not just condemned the Jafar Express incident, but it has again lauded Pakistan's efforts as far as counter-terrorism with regards to ISIS Khorasan province or even the BLA is concerned. They have even gone on to condemn the TTP. What's extremely shocking, Griha, over here is the fact that there's been no mention of the resistance force, which was in fact condemned by the United States just days ago in that Quad Foreign Ministerial statement which had been shared by the United States. And yet there has been no mention of the TRF, the terror organization that was responsible for the dastardly Pahalgam terror attack of 22nd of April. In fact, they have gone on to laud Pakistan's efforts for counter-terrorism operations. One only wonders why would there be such a strategic shift in their own diplomacy, and perhaps also explains why the US president is now consciously training his guns at India.
Right, Akanksha, thank you so much for that perspective.